What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about how you can possibly get Lawrence Taylor, one of the greatest players that's going to be in this game for a while, for $20. Now, you're going to have to watch the time zones. Many of you guys are asking you about the time zones. You have to remember, EA Sports, the MUT team, they are in Orlando, Florida. Okay, so that's Eastern Standard Time. Any of these times, that's what you have to look at if you're trying to figure out where you're from. Like whatever your country is, go to Google, look at what the time zone thing is, because some of you guys that are in different parts of the world, your day has already started for the other day and we're behind you. Whatever it has to be, make sure that you have it for Eastern Standard Time, Orlando, New York, same thing, and then you'll be all set. But what's going to happen is, inside of the store on December 1st at 12 a.m., okay, you're going to be able to get the Centennial Pack, right? So it's $20. Now, it's going to be available for an hour. They had it for 10 minutes, but there were a lot of, it was a lot of chaos with stuff, not being able to unlock it, whatever was going on. For $20, you'll be able to unlock this, okay? Now, we don't know exactly what's going to be in it. Maybe they're going to have these new players in it. It doesn't really matter. We're going to have to make sure that we actually get this pack. This is very, very important if that's something that you want to do. You do not need to go crazy right now and spend whatever. I've seen guys spend almost 1 million coins for LT. His price has dropped a little bit since that time. Right now, we're just being patient. We've been able to accumulate 3,000 Blitz Bolts. We haven't even used that yet. Remember that you can still use that currency for other things if you needed to do it. This is another one that's going to be coming out very soon. The issue behind this, though, is that they've only released a couple of the Blitz Bolts players, Chris Johnson and Lamar Jackson, and they're not really appealing to me, so I don't really care about it. If that's something that you wanted, that 12,000 Blitz Bolts will definitely get you up to a point where you can, pretty much put some work in. But this is going to be the pack that you're going to need once it unlocks at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll be able, regardless of what you get, you will be able to transform that into LT and go through, whether you have to buy the actual individual cards or you can get his card straight out in the pack. This is going to be ideal for $20. Okay, now when we look through the players that are currently available, you can see if you want any of this. Again, with the way that everything is, they may release something later where it's like, okay, this player's sick, I want to get this player, and you may not have enough master tickets because you may wait too long. But that's a risk that I'm willing to take, because with the NFL 100 and the players that they currently have, what else do we really, what else are they going to really put out that's going to be really crazy? Even though they put out 2 offensive masters, and more than likely they would put out blitz defensive masters, I don't really think that it's going to be something that's really appealing to us, unless, they just say, you know what, we're doing a Sean Taylor. Like, if they do something like that, that'll be crazy. Now, this right here, right? This fantasy pack that gives you 7 whatever. This is not going to be available until 12 p.m. But this fantasy pack of 100, that right there is not the Centennial Pack. That looks like it's going to give you various of the 84s, and you have a chance to pull, one of the. You could pull something else, but it just looks like it's going to have a lot of the 84 overall base cards that you put into it based on the pack. The Centennial Pack, that should be the full player. All right, for those of you guys that were confused with it, you see like how that's gray? It's a whole different thing. The other one is gold with Barry Sanders on it. Completely different. These are just some of the other options that you're going to have throughout the times. On December 1st, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you'll be able to do this stuff. If you wanted to go through and look at what will be available throughout the entire time. But I want to make sure you guys understand, regardless of how you do it, I wouldn't go crazy spending a lot, because the way that they have it set up, it's really not in your favor to get anything at this point. You may want to just be very, very careful with that. That's all I'm going to suggest with the way that it's going. So currently, with the way that everything is right now, you can still do the Week 2 NFL 100 fantasy packs. And, you can take a look at these. Just understand that the Centennial is absolutely giving you one of those players, one of the NFL 100 players. I don't know, based on what you're going to get, how it's going to be. But as long as you don't get, like, the lowest rated one, Jim Brown or, like, Emmitt Smith, you're going to be very, very close, if not, to probably getting the LT, depending on how they do it, with the way that they give us a fantasy, because it doesn't say fantasy pack on it. Let me go over here. We're gonna go back to the front part and take a look at it, but it doesn't say fantasy pack. It just says, NFL 100 Centennial Pack. So you're gonna probably, in my case, you see how I have 69,000 coins left, because I most recently, I forgot what I did. I think I upgraded one other person, and then I got the Lane Johnson early, because Lane Johnson doesn't unlock until December 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So because of that, I used my power-up pass right now on him, and then actually bought the Julius Peppers. If you guys watched the video, let me know if you watched it in the comments. But I wanted to get him earlier, and he definitely is a benefit with the way that he works it out. So because I did that, I ended up spending the rest of my coins on the Julius Peppers, which is why I'm dead broke right now. But that won't matter, because the Centennial Pack, after we get whatever's in that, let's take a look at what the price ranges are right now, so you can kind of understand how we're going to work it, because many people bought the bundle for $100, and I always tell you guys, you got to think smarter, especially with the way that these promos work. A lot of these things will come down in price sooner than later, depending on the market value of everything else that's going on. Now, LT is a huge draw, but you still can get them for a lot cheaper. So you see where Jim Brown is? He's at 451. All right, so that's what those are the running backs. So if we wait for that pack and we spend the $20, right? Let me see, what is that? We'll go to defensive players. We'll go to all defensive right now to make it easier for you guys, because based on what they have right there, these prices have completely dropped down from what they were before. So ideally speaking, most of us, when we do our upgrades, we get rid of another player. So you guys are probably like, yo, Gmias, what are you doing? Okay, he sold for $767. You got him for $791. His price will continue to come down only because those packs will be available. But it's LT, so as soon as you could get them, most people are going to jump on it. They're going to grab them. In my case, I also want to get Alan Page. So after we get the Centennial Pack, we're going to look at some of the other cards that we have on the squad right now, which is what you guys should be doing, and start to figure out who we can get rid of. Jadeveon Clowney, the Aaron Donald with the other power-up pass that I have on him. We can start looking at other things, because LT is a really, really good card at this point. Not only that, if you don't want to do it that way and you want to sell off whatever you get through, whatever you do, whatever you make through the coins of the Centennial Pack, you could also go this route and buy these up, because these are going to also be regularly lower priced, because people that bought the bundles and they see that the value came down, they won't be able to go crazy. But remember, you have to do it this weekend, because once all of this stuff is done, it's not going to be any other kind of easier way to get it done. That's why you see all these getting closed and people are buying it, because you have ulterior ways to do it. When you do the math, you're going to get one for free. You get one of those 84s for free for doing the solos, which I already showed you guys. When you go over to play in your challenges, you will see them at the top with the NFL 100. Well, we got a Blitz. We got a Blitz Daily Solo, something, Blitz Bash. What do you got going on in here? Oh, Blitz Strike? What is this one right here? Okay. Oh, so I guess, okay, the other ones are already expired. You guys can do that also if you guys were interested in getting more free stuff or whatever. Throughout the times, they keep resetting those, every 8 hours or something. But where's the NFL 100 one? Okay, so there it goes right there. All right, so look, once you go ahead and do this, and you get, your free 81, your free 84, you're going to need 24 more of them. So whatever that Centennial Pack gives you, once you sell it, you can go ahead, if you don't get the LT from that pack, or for whatever reason you don't get what you need, you just go that route. You go ahead and you sell it immediately for, like, even if you get the lowest at Jim Brown and you get 400K, and then you just snipe those individual cards, and then you go inside the set here, and you're gonna do the way that you have it, the way that I completed Eric Dickerson. You're gonna go over here, and you're gonna go to this set, and you should already have the free one that I already have. That's why one is already highlighted, and then you need 24 more. So regardless of how you do it, you are going to complete LT for the $20, as long as you're able to be available for that 1 hour period from midnight going forward. So that's something that you need to set your clocks for. Like I said, for those of you guys that are in different time zones, I'm not sure. I know I got a couple of people, Australia, we had a couple of people in different areas that you guys are already ahead of us in time. I don't know how your schedules are going to be, but that's only going to last for an hour. All right, that's one of the most unique packs that's going to be available. Other than that, I think there's probably one other one that I would look at and try to figure out and gauge the time to see how we're going to probably do it. So after this one, which is, you get one of them for $20. After that, there's only going to be this one right here, which is December 2nd at 12 a.m. You see, this one right here is going to be also very, very unique, because the Redux Fantasy Packs, there's a lot of cards that most of us are using a power-up pass on that we're going to be able to take advantage of. So these are the 2 dates. The other ones, I'm not really interested in. If they release new cards that we probably want, maybe we look to some other route and figure out what we're gonna do. But this right here on December 2nd at 12 a.m. and this right here, December 1st, 12 a.m. These are probably the best packs that are available, you know, with the way that everything is set up as far as making currency, that will ensure that we get a lot more in abundance of MUT coins, because that's pretty much what we're looking for right now throughout this promo. After this is over and we jump into December, which this will be December 2nd, I think it's that December 2nd will be the last one. Yeah, because after 12 p.m. that'll be it. After this, we're looking forward to mid-December with the rest of, like, starting up the Christmas promo. So because of that, these right here, the Series Redux and this Centennial, these are probably the most important ones for those of us that don't want to spend a lot of money but want to just go ahead and get something certain and then actually go after what we want. So just please take a look out, just set your alarms, whatever time zone, it's Eastern Standard Time, New York, Florida, whichever way you want to do it, and make sure that you at least get those. And you see that, like I said, they've stopped it from the 10-minute one to the 1 hour in case there are technical difficulties. So I would definitely make sure we focus on this one to grab those two, because you'll get lucky at least once. And then you grab this one right here, which you only get one. And again, after you go through all of that and you've completed LT does get Enforcer now. So for those of you guys that are already asking me, because I didn't do anything else with it, because this is the situation. I want to be patient with it because I know that because so many things are going on for this particular weekend with the Blitz packs, there's so many other opportunities for us to get them cheaper. So we don't really rush it, which is why I told you guys, be patient with it because of the, you know, certain holidays, like when they do the Christmas one, when they have certain things going on and there's special packs and there's a lot of things going on, you have the opportunity to be able to get things for a lot cheaper. So don't overspend. So with this one, his tier 4 ability, we're going to have to forego Edge Threat, and we're going to probably have to give him, I think Enforcer is going to unlock, because he'll be at 95 overall with a 90 hit power, which I showed you. That's going to have to be his new ability that's going to get unlocked. As far as everything else, he has to achieve a 96 overall to get Edge Threat here, but we may be able to do something else along those lines. But Enforcer is going to be more of a huge thing because he's always involved somehow, some way with the play. I would definitely recommend the Enforcer, even if we have to give him Power Specialist, because he's going to be going crazy once we update him all the way. So just in case you guys have done it already, I just want to make sure you guys understand. Make sure that some way, somehow, he has Enforcer on him, because that's going to be probably one of the most ideal things, making him a glitch in the game. All right, so sit tight. I'm not going to do anything else right now. I'm just going to wait for that pack to be bought, and then we'll go ahead and get him completed and add him to the squad, and then I'll see what's going on with everybody else as far as Alan Page goes. We'll get to that when we get to it, but probably more than likely when we do the Series Redux for December 2nd, and then we get those other two, we will use that profit to get Alan Page. And that way we've actually spent $40 as opposed to spending the $100 bundles and doing everything else, and we still get the same cards. I want to thank everybody for watching. Hopefully this has been informative. Check out the previous videos on the playlist, Madden NFL 20. If you are just buying Madden or you just got Madden for Black Friday, a lot of information right on that playlist. So it should be on the same exact playlist you're in right now. Scroll to the top, go through it. Everything that you need to know about Madden 20 Ultimate Team is included. Thank you guys and girls so much for watching. Enjoy your holiday. Until next time, one love.